What if the oceans boiled away? It's approximately to get actually warmed down on Earth because all our oceans suddenly began out to boil, sending steam into the ecosystem at an alarming rate. Why could all this water in the air cause setting the planet on fire? How could you sense with all this more humidity? And how ought to this make Earth lots like one in every of our sister planets? And here is what might happen if the oceans boiled away. The Earth's water is going via an first-rate cycle. Rain runs off into rivers which convey that water to oceans, wherein finally it evaporates lower back up into the clouds. Over and over without fail. The water vapor in our ecosystem is clearly one of the motives our planet is habitable. It money owed for approximately half of the atmosphere's greenhouse warming impact, and there are almost 38 million billion gallons up there. If all of it condensed and fell back off to Earth at once, you'll see 3 centimeters of rain all over the planet. But quickly there may be lots extra vapor as we are approximately to show up the warmth to a consistent boil. As our oceans commenced heating up, the air could clearly sense sticky, warm and heavy, and with such excessive humidity your frame could water calm down as the nice and cozy moisture could live for your pores and skin for longer. You ought to begin to be afflicted by warmness exhaustion, however this would not be the most effective trouble. We'd now be stuck with inside the center of a vicious cycle. As this warmness spreads in addition via the oceans and ecosystem, the ecosystem could be getting overloaded with water vapor. And this will make matters even hotter. The planet could now be soaking up extra electricity from the solar than it is able to radiate lower back into space, so we might be at the verge of a runaway greenhouse impact. And matters could simply get hotter. The temperature throughout Earth could begin to even out and the poles could turn out to be warmer. The polar ice caps and mountain glaciers could soften, and that could enhance sea ranges approximately 70 meters. Flooding could spoil coastal towns across the world, displacing loads of hundreds of thousands of people. And all this, delivered seawater could be including gasoline to the hearthplace of our an increasing number of warm, evaporating oceans. At this factor, all lifestyles on Earth could begin to vanish. It could nevertheless take numerous 100 or maybe lots of years earlier than the oceans are truly boiling away. Because of evaporation, the boiling factor could increase. Well, it is due to the better salt awareness of the last ocean water. And not using a forestall to the growing temperatures, all this water could disappear. Our planet could change into a barren panorama with new canyons just like the Mariana Trench extending down 322 kilometers beneath what was sea level. Our ecosystem could be steamy to mention the least. It may be warm sufficient for timber to spontaneously combust, however fortunately you would not be round anymore to address the woodland fires all around the planet. Eventually, temperatures ought to attain or maybe surpass the sweltering 482 Celsius warmness of one in every of our neighbor planets, Venus. Astronomers recommend that Venus ought to have skilled a comparable greenhouse impact and had all of its oceans boil away. And it would not forestall there. As temperatures persisted to climb, there could be not anything left of our bodies besides ash. The ecosystem could now be as warm as 1400 degrees Celsius, and at this factor there could be not anything preventing the oceans from boiling away. Even skyscrapers fabricated from chrome steel and glass could soften into not anything extra than a puddle at the ground. Now could be an awesome time to chill off a bit. So how approximately seeing what could occur if all of the oceans iced up over?